Hi, Scorpios. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really well. This is the reading for the week of December 28th, 2020 through January 3rd, 2021. Yay! I am excited, but not really, because I don't think I'm going to wake up January 1st and poof, the world's going to be better. COVID is not going to disappear on January 1st. We may or may not have another stimulus package, and there's just a lot of things that we won't know. And y'all, if you're going through stuff, I am really sorry. But anyway, so the first card, first of all, just looking at this, there's a lot of people at work in your life right now. More than you realize. And you've been feeling overworked and overburdened. I think you've been taking on some other people's stuff. And you can't. I told my family a long time ago, and I think I was being wise. I don't know. My son got mad at me. But I told them not to bring to me their bad relationships unless they're done with them. Because if they come tell me about their girlfriend or their boyfriend or whatever, and they get back together, I didn't get back together. I'm so angry for them. So the only way, you can't take up other people's burdens like that. You can't be angry for them. And I think that might be why even lawyers have such a hard time, because that's what they do. Now the next thing, this is the Page of Wands, so let's turn it right side up. This is all about communication and possibly travel. But I think this card is saying that you need to communicate with the other people whose burdens you've been carrying, that they're not yours. You can't take care of the world, even though you've been wanting to. But you've got big shoulders, but they're not that big. You know, you need to take care of yourself. We all have to take care of our own needs first. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Let's turn this upside down. And this is all about business and learning. So, and evaluation. And a lot of times with Pentacles, it's about money. But in this case, I feel like because you're in between these two pages, that this is saying that you might need to learn the skills, maybe even the lessons, or take an online course, or just read a book about things to help you learn not to carry everybody else's stuff. You've got to be carrying your own stuff right now. You have enough going on with you. And part of what's going on with you is there's a man in your life, and I do think that these are all, well, it could be a woman. There's a person in your life who's very controlling. It could be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that, but it's the law of business. It's the king of business, but he doesn't have any emotions going on. So this could even be you, but I don't think so, because you're a Scorpio. But it's not about the emotions. It's about the lessons, and he's trying to control things. And it makes you feel crazy. I mean, you feel like they're just stabbing you in the back with every little thing. But I think it goes back to carrying each other's stuff. Because if you're carrying someone else's stuff, you're going to feel stabbed in the back if they go back with someone. You're going to feel stabbed in the back if you can't take care of it. On the flip side, let's turn this over. There's a person in your life who's generous with himself and his time and his emotions. This is the King of Cups. And this is the person right now that you need in your life. You need to listen to them and lean on them. You need to stop being the one with the broad shoulders and let somebody else have those broad shoulders for a little while. And this card even goes back to reminding you about the past. This is a nostalgia card. So this person with the broad shoulders reminds you of something of the past. Go ahead and lean into them. Lean into them. You know, back in the day, like a long time ago, or in other cultures, a woman, when she was giving birth, would actually lean into another woman who was a midwife she was squatting and she would lean into the other woman to help her birth. And I think that that might be what's going on, is you're going through some growing pains in your own birth, and you need to lean into that person. And it's okay for a little while to look back at a little bit, but don't stay there. Don't dwell there. Because we got the devil now. The devil card tells us that there are things in our life that we need to change. It can be an addiction. It could be letting people take advantage of us. And in fact, I don't know if you know it, but being codependent, which taking on other people's burdens can be being codependent. Being codependent is an addiction. And then finally, while we're looking at these things that need to be changed, we need to choose wisely. So you've got all these choices. There's a laurel wreath and a flowers, but there's also a snake. So you know that what you need to change, and you don't want to do it. You want to change something else. Well, sorry, not sorry. You got to make the right choice. Because if you don't, you're just going to be stuck in the same place. And honestly, everything I see is that you've got the ability to make changes that are going to be good for you. But you have to look inside of yourself. But ask your spirit guides, ask your intuition, whatever, and find your answers. Find your answers. If y'all want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. Also, remember on January 5th, 2021, at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be doing a YouTube Live. Go ahead, if you have the time, hop on and send me your questions. If not, you can send me your questions in advance to 405-512-9400. When you send them to me, or if you hop on that day and ask them of me, you're going to be entered into a drawing. And everybody who sends a question will be entered into a drawing to have a private 15-minute reading with me for free, of course. And of course, subscribe to my new YouTube channel so you never miss another video again. Bye-bye.